What is up, Virgo? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot Beat in Boston. So this is for the month of April going into May. I'm spacing these out through the month to make sure that you're getting one reading at least once a month. Usually it's around a month from the day that I've put them out last month. Usually, but this month I've got a lot of doctor's appointments and things going on, so I'm trying to get through it as best as I can. For you guys, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, and Venus. Yes. So before I get into it, we're having this contest. Whoever's video is got the most views and likes, we are going to go. Well, and I'll let the other half of me, my girl, I can't tell you her name yet. When she's ready to introduce herself, she will. I will let her choose too. So that way it's fair. Um, but let's get those videos out there, those likes. Let's get as many Virgo on board as we can, and let's get that message going. The whole point of this is to help people. So, with that being said, I might say Virgo, but this can very well play out from the cross watcher's position or from their point of view. So, even though I'm saying Virgo a lot, it may be the partner of Virgo. I'm just picking up on energy between the two of you. I'm saying this just because for some reason they like to bring me messages about relationships. I don't necessarily ask for them. It's just what comes there. It's like a lot of you are reaching out for questions about your relationship and answers. And that's what seems to be the collective energy every time I get it. So that's what I read. I feel like you guys this month are, there's a sense of, let me explain it this way. Your dimensions are kind of shifting back and forth of should I walk away or should I not? I feel like you're kind of in this space of wanting to walk away from somebody, but not really fully doing it. Or your partner could be in the space of wanting to walk away from you. Um, Maybe you are taking a break from each other, but I feel like you're wanting to get away because you need clarity about this a situation. Um, I don't know, guys. This is a really confusing energy, so I'm going to go ahead and split the deck because there's so many things you could be walking away from that it's hard to pinpoint one thing. So I'm going to go with what I've been doing and shuffle. Okay. All right. What I see here is that you're having trouble walking away from somebody. This is definitely at least soulmate energy. We've got somebody who's not standing right. Oh my goodness. Somebody who's not standing right in their power. They want to play this central role to you in terms of being the partner in your life. But I feel like what they present you with and how they behave is something totally different. And I don't feel like this is a person that really sticks around. I feel like this is somebody that um, makes those promises, but has no intention on keeping them. This is somebody that rushes in, rushes out. It's always, I got to go and this and that. It's like one of those people. They come in, they take what they need, and they run for the hills. But behind that disguise is a lot of well kept secrets. Um, and this is somebody that you were definitely either married to or in a relationship with. I feel a sense of dread. I feel like you knew it was coming and you didn't want to believe that it was happening. Um, but somehow, some way, you were betrayed in this relationship and you didn't want to believe that this is what was occurring. And unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. There's a large sense of disappointment because of the way it happened and the way it came in. And I feel like I honestly feel like with that though, they're speaking. I feel like the way you found out was just in a very brash way. The way you found out that your partner was doing something sneaky was in a very brash way, and no matter how much you confronted them, um, they're one of those people that has an answer for everything. No matter what you say, it's, oh yeah, my friend left that. Oh yeah, well, that was when my sister was driving with us. She lost her mascara, whatever. I feel like it's one of those people who always has an answer for everything. And it's one of those people that's squeaky clean. They don't leave evidence. They don't leave anything in their phone. They don't leave anything anywhere that you can find it. It's like they try to make sure that they clean. It's like whatever you did come across, I feel like was hidden underneath the seat in a car or something. And that's how you found out. Yeah. It looks like this is probably in your recent distant past, which usually is within a year. Um, Definitely a third party situation in either a divorce or a breakup or something along those lines. So with that, we do have the two of cups energy here. But next to that, there's a lesson you're supposed to have learned here. Next to that, I feel like there's a lot of like I said, there was a lot of checking everywhere, looking at everything, opening things, going through a phone or something like that, and you found nothing. And it was just a lot of like anxiety and sleepless nights type. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like the 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords energies popping up here. Um, with a spread like this, you're looking at justice. Justice is blind, but we're also looking at a Tower moment with, of course, a third party energy. And I have my old mistress card here. So somebody was having something on the side, and no matter what you did, it felt like you couldn't find that information that you were looking for. But it also became like where they got very I'm getting tired of this, I'm gonna leave, and this and that type of friction between the two of you. I'm getting tired of you accusing me, I'm gonna leave, and then all of a sudden this truth comes out of nowhere. And it turns out that instinct you've been having, that high priestess moment, that red flags, all of that was right. Yep, there we go. There we have the 9 of Swords, and there we have the 7 of Swords. I had a feeling that was going to show up. It's just showing me a lot of restless activity around you, a lot of angst, a lot of stress and anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, being up late trying to catch this person doing whatever they were doing, because you could feel it in your heart, but you couldn't seem to come up with the proof of it. And this person, no matter what you said to them, excuse me, it's clearing up finally. No matter what you said to them, it's like they never would acknowledge. They just started acting like, oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're out of your mind. If you don't stop this, I'm going to leave, or I am going to do something. And then it turned out they already were doing something. But I feel like there's element of cruelty here. Like, if you don't stop asking me, I am going to do something type of person. Meanwhile, they've already been doing it this entire time. So it's not you that pushed them to do it. It's that they've been doing it anyway. And they do it out of spite. This isn't somebody who's very nice. It talks about a decision to be made. And like I was saying at the beginning, that's what I felt there. And it was like, there's a decision to be made. And it's like, I feel that the scales of justice, like I see the scales of justice is what they're showing me. On the one hand, you've got this person who you love, but has completely disappointed you, has betrayed you, backstabbed you in any way possible. And you need to cut them off. But on the other hand, there's some addiction to that toxicity, that back and forth, that cruelty. But the problem here is that there's no love. This isn't about good memories. This isn't about, this relationship isn't anything good at all. there's a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, a lot of devastation, a lot of times when this person probably cut you off or tried to control you, tried to manipulate you. Um, Again, it's talking all about a decision needing to be made, and that you can't come into union and balance with yourself until this person is out of your life. It's like breaking this really negative cycle of getting out. Um, this person could have been physically abusive, but I feel it's more of a mental game with them. And it's a very abusive mental game. But sometimes these abusive mental games can turn into something that is physically abusive as well. I feel like there's just constant like push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. I'm talking to you, I'm not. I'm talking to you, I'm not. And it's getting a little ridiculous. And it's saying to you, like, you really need to learn how to come into balance with yourself. You can't create good memories from this. You can't create anything good from this. And again, it talks about decision, making that change and getting rid of this person who is emotionally manipulating you. And so you really need to take a good look at this. Yeah, you're making a blind decision without factual proof, but you've had this feeling for quite some time that this person wasn't here out of love. This person was more here out of convenience or whatever it is that they could obtain from the situation, is what it's showing me. It's material. The whole thing here is about material. And so you really need to take a good look here at what you want to do, because I've got two things talking about making a choice between these really bad behaviors. We've got a choice here. Either let them continue on with their bad choices and behaviors or cut them off. Let them continue on manipulating you or bring an end to it. The cycle needs to end anyway. This is not something that you're meant to stay with. This is not a good person. And it's not like this person really gives anything back to the situation, is what I'm seeing. Is, you know, it's almost like behind the back of this very fruitful queen. She has her pentacle. You see the rabbit at her feet. Her land is beautiful, the flowers on the trellis. You see that she's wearing this amazing gown with this golden crown, and she's holding this, major size pentacle. And so this is a woman of abundance, or a man of abundance. Yes, they can come in as either or. The king and queen are androgynous. They don't have sexes. So it's just a matter of energy. The queen rules with aura, with feeling, with emotion, where the king rules more with by the book, the strength, that type of thing. And it's like behind her back, this knight is sneaking in. And he's not sneaking in for anything good. It's like he comes in and he takes her harvest. It's like she's out there working and doing her thing, or he's out there working, doing his thing, and sneaking behind that person's back and taking their harvest, as well as inviting another party into the relationship. So it's like this person almost, they may have stole from you, but it's more like, they cost more than they're worth, if you will. It's more that they cost more than they're worth, than they're willing to give back to the relationship. There's no work coming out of this. And I feel like you're starting to see this. And I feel like getting away from this person definitely is a victory for you. You want to move towards something with equal give and take, with that reciprocity, with somebody who has the same goals that you do. Yes, this person is definitely balancing, and it's not really working out in their favor. We've got the infamous Annabelle. Yes, crazy face. She has returned. I missed my Arcanum. What can I say? But they're so old, they barely shuffle. I beat them up. Oops. But on the one hand, Annabelle is trying to balance a new start in the material world. But on the other hand, Annabelle is trying to balance all these options. And of course, being the Seven of Cups is always sneaky. just like the Seven of Swords. This is just an emotional sneakiness. So this could have started way back and they planned on having a new beginning with someone, but that didn't really go as planned. Instead, they ended up out in the cold with both of you, I think, because I feel like maybe whoever this person is didn't know about you or didn't know about your partner. And when they found out, I feel like they were kind of angry. And, you know, I mean, good old King of Wands put you out in the cold. So I feel like this is, a situation where these choices and options of juggling people like they're objects really just didn't work out in their favor. I mean, you can see out in the cold, there's no happiness. There's no happiness within this king. This king is usually fruitful, abundant, very warm, very kind energy. And instead, we have a king that can be, like I was saying earlier, we have a king that can become physical in his abuse, but plays one hell of a mental chess game. Fire signs are very good at, taking in information and retaining it. And I just feel like you waited so long for this person to come around and put their part into the relationship. I waited I feel like you waited a long time, and then that's all you got. It was like, really? So after all of this, I got this, and my boat's broken. I can't even get away from you. So this could be that this is a husband, or a fiance, or but I always feel that this is a card of running from your emotion, and also running from whatever you have going on in the mundane physical world. Running, it's a card of running. It's not really a victory. If you're on a boat with swords in it and that's all you have is a big stick, you're not getting far fast, but you're clearly running away from your emotions in the situation, or one of you is, by not making that offer. I feel like every time you've tried to get away from this person, though, they have done something. I feel like this isn't the first time you've tried to walk away. Um, but every time you've tried, there's always been something underhanded to keep you there. Maybe it's finances and controlling somebody with finances. Um, but every time you've tried to go back to being single or leave this person because of this whole clusterfuck over here, um, it's like they would bring themselves to you and cause significant aggravation and whatever. It's like they're like a bugaboo. It's like you can't get rid of them. You know what I mean? Like the type of energy where this person, just anytime you tried to be single or alone or leave them, it's like they would rush back in and make your life a hell until you listen to them again. There you are. So I feel like with this, you're guarded. Yeah. Okay. This is your last push, but guess what? You're able to take a new action. And it's saying your action is going to be able to put down this burden, put down this big mess of stabs that you've collected along the way, whether it's your burden or whether it's your partner's. You got the 9 jumping to the 10 cycle and the ace right in the middle. And so looking at this, it talks about you moving into the 9 cycle, the 10 cycle, and in the middle of that, having, been able to take action, a new beginning. There may be in love, but there may be an apology that comes your way, or a small gesture that comes your way, or a small gesture you need to make towards somebody else. This could be an apology, and I'm not sure I'd be listening to an apology from this person, but hey, just saying. Um, definitely not a twin flame, and definitely could be a very sadistic type of individual that doesn't want to let the cycle go, is convinced that you belong with them, is convinced that, this is your world together. This person feels kind of tapped, to be honest with you. But behind it is nothing but lies and you funding everything and heartbreak. Even taking a break won't change the fact that this person does not either want to work a physical job and expects you to take care of them, or this person does not want to put in the work into this relationship that's required to fix it. Either way, there's a whole bunch of falsity here going on. It's not that hard to figure out. Okay, guys, so I've been shuffling for 21 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and pull a different spread for you guys, see what else we can see in there. I know my reads just keep getting more and more confusing. It's like so much information. I can't even contain it. It drives me crazy. Okay. And of course, the coffee. If you've been watching since the very beginning, then you know that coffee is my addiction. Iced coffee, though. So I'm going to go ahead and ask the after tarot. I feel like, sorry guys. I feel like the after tarot is where I want to be. I've got 9 tarot decks here, and I just grabbed the one that I feel like is going to read the energy the best. One that yells out to me, Give me Virgo's energy for April 2019, please. Virgo's energy for April of 2019, please. And thank you. Okay. One more shuffle this way. And then, yeah, there's that tower moment in the recent past with the King of Wands again. Same thing. So it's definitely a tower moment that just kind of cruised through your life and was on like autopilot. So I'm going to go ahead and split this deck here. Okay, yeah. So this person definitely, the first thing that comes out is that there was a major fight, and there's definitely a choice between two that needs to be made or has been made. You could be dealing with an Aries, as we have these two here, but I just feel stupid saying that, because it could be anybody. So, but usually when I see a lot of wands like that, like your whole last spread was just all wands, and then now we're getting a lot of wands again. I feel like somebody tried warning you, like letting you know this is a person with a reputation. So I feel like someone tried warning you to let you know. You did receive communication about what this person was like. And I feel like in a way you defended them. You wanted to believe that they could change. And so this, this talks about missives and letters and emails and text messages. It can talk about any form of communication, because back in those days, letter in a bottle type deal, snail mail. So you see here that this communication is aimed directly at you. And they're letting you know that this person just comes in and takes whatever they want. This is I don't know if you guys have seen, I can't remember what movie it's from, but the guy on the couch, that's what this reminds me of. He just wakes up and says a couple words. Yeah. So I don't remember what movie, if it was Pineapple Express. Can somebody please write it below? I can't remember what it was. I haven't seen it in so long. But it's like the guy on the couch, and they do it behind your back. It's very nonchalant. It's not something that you would pick up on. The bills, they build up, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, here you are, and you've taken on all of these things, and you don't even know how. This person seems like a very good talker, charming. So, again, here's the King of Wands and comes in with the Ten of Swords. So there's some sort of betrayal going on here, that's either happening, about to happen, or just occurred within the last year. And it's talking about time for the cycle to end, and that this ended on a very negative, I don't even know how to put that. It's like a catastrophe. It was like a catastrophe. So we'll just call it a catastrophe because that's what it feels like it ended as, with a lot of lies, untruths, just shady, clouded frame of mind. Yeah. And it's like, you are still at that decision. You haven't quite decided to cut this person out or not, but you are seeing now that the only one putting in the work is you. And that things in the situation are being manipulated, as in a lot of finances or actions and things like that are being very manipulated in order for you to um, take on this role of parent caregiver to this person. I feel like you're taking on another child. Virgo, 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 my little Virgos. You know, while you still keep this person around, it's showing a real great need for happiness, guys. But this person, while you keep them around, they keep around their mistress. So the longer you keep them, the longer they keep the person that they're side piecing it with. You've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is not a happy home. This is a home that's struggling, that doesn't have enough money, that is, taking care of someone else, causing devastation, maybe caused you to get kicked out of your home. Maybe I see papers, but I feel like they're restraining orders. Papers, like papers being served, like papers um, being like torn up and thrown, like whatever. But I see papers coming in. I see like the police or a sheriff serving papers. So I feel like this right here is when you put them out in the cold, it was like somebody has a restraining order here. And that may apply to a small few of you. Know that this energy can't apply to everyone. It could apply to a mass amount of you, a medium amount, a small amount. Um, that's the whole point in having several tarot channels. It's because everyone's picking up different messages at every time. This is why I encourage so many different channels, as long as they have good, pure intention. Because I'm talented, but I can't possibly read every single card in the deck and tell you every single science problem. I mean, it just doesn't work like that. But it seemed with this, I see like the more smoke and mirrors they put up, there was a lot of craziness, maybe some violence. Someone was able to obtain a restraining order, is what I feel. But this talks about, being sneaky, having options, having all of these things, and the devastation that follows it, and, you're footing the bill or they're footing the bill, whatever's happening here. Somebody's footing the bill. So it talks about a decision because this person is not going to change. This is my lonely wanderer. I love this depiction of it. It's my favorite one because it depicts this personality the best. This personality is a type of person that leaves a broken heart everywhere they go. This type of personality is the type of person who always makes sure that their needs are always met. And then eventually they get sick of who they're with and they take off. And they leave that woman standing there with nothing. After everything she's probably given him, she's probably housed him, fed him, cooked for him, clothed him, all of these types of things. And it's saying you need to make a decision because this person is that type of person. And it's talking about you making the decision of leaving. Leave this behind for someone else to pick up. This is a burden. This is not the kind of relationship that you guys want. This is not what you want to be stuck in for the rest of your life, is having the lonely wanderer come bouncing in forever. Nobody wants that. But I feel like as long as You're looking for happiness, but you're not going inside yourself to fix this. You're not making this decision to walk away. As long as you're looking for that happiness and that new beginning, you're not going to find it with this person there. You have to learn the lesson to let go of them. They're not for you. So maybe that is your lesson. Learning what you don't want in somebody and letting them go. Learning how to let go of toxicity. And it says right here, you're just not making good decisions. And I have my single person card. So I'm assuming that, this is you guys. This is your element, guys. Virgo, not making good decisions. And so it's showing me this person, this individual, if you will. This isn't always my single person card. It talks about an individual not making good decisions and getting yourself into situations that, are abusive or are somebody who is in turn taking you, run for your money, just destroying everything that you've built. Maybe your entire savings is gone. Maybe you went and bought something and put it in this person's name and trusted them and they took off. Whatever this is right here, we've got a significant heartbreak. And it's talking about either a marriage or relationship. I mean, there's a lot of facets coming out of this relationship, possible stealing, third-party situation. I mean, there's a lot of facets here, all kinds of someone running to escape, their emotions, because we've got that again. But it's reversed, and it's like you can't escape this. It's like you have to learn this lesson. There's something in this that you have to know, you have to learn. So just know that there is a victory in this, because, being out of balance and feeling like you don't know who you are, or like this person has you doubting yourself. You're doubting what you see even with your own eyes. And so know that there's no love there. It's not love. This person loves what you provide them. Sure. Who wouldn't? But it's a love of what you're materially providing, not a love of you as a person. And that's where they go wrong. And that's where you make this decision. Say bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Bye. Because as long as you stand in this, you won't get this. And it's like you have a fast messenger coming in to tell you, like, don't trust this person. Do not trust this person. Keep that wall up, because emotionally and mentally, you've still got to deal with this. You still have to find a way to get through this and to deal with this. 33 minutes. Well, guys, that's what I have for you for this month. So, like I said, the contest is ongoing. So every month we're going to do this. I'm going to read Libra and get those views and likes up. And I will go in the comments if you guys are the highest viewed video next month. And I will choose somebody for a 1-hour free reading with me. So this is your girl, Kelli, coming straight at you from the Queen Bee Tarot in Boston. I'll catch y'all later.